Hi, students. Today we're going to look at lesson 8 in book 7. Okay, Word to Eyes, book 7. Wow, my shirt is really red today. My sweater. Please forgive me, my really red shirt. We are going to do 3 things today. Okay, there's going to be a special third thing. We're going to pronounce these words, we're going to discuss the words, and then number 3, we're going to have a quiz. Okay, but we'll talk about that later. So, first things, let's pronounce these words properly. Please listen to my pronunciation. Try to copy it as best you can. Okay. Now, first word is acrid. Acrid. The second word is casualty. Okay. Now, the dictionary here says it's going to be 4 syllables. Okay. Casualty. But usually North American people are going to say this word with 3 syllables. Okay. Casualty, casualty, okay? So it's up to you, but if you want to sound more natural, like an American or Canadian, you'll use 3 syllables. Casualty, okay? Congested, congestion. Today I'm a little bit congested. Cope, headlong, hurtle. Now, this is another word, just like water, where there is a T there, and if you're saying it very slowly, you'll say water. But most people use a D sound, okay? We'll say water. And here, hurtle, most times we'll do this with a D sound. Hurtle, okay? Hurtle. Again, I recommend that you say hurtle. Impede. Inevitable. This word's very fun. Inevitable. Okay, let's go to the next page. Page 73, okay? Initiate. Irate. This is not irate, okay? Irate. Lax. Negligent. Smolder. Stringent. And throng. Okay, so one more time real quick, okay? Say it loud. Your parents should hear you. Acrid, casualty, congested, cope, headlong, hurtle, impede, inevitable, initiate, irate, lax, negligent, smolder, stringent, and throng. Okay, good. So part 2, let's discuss these words. Okay, word number 1 means acrid, or is acrid. It means a very strong smell. Okay, usually it's going to be a bad smell. Okay, but definitely if a smell is acrid, it's going to be really strong. Now, acrid, you can remember, is very close to the word acid. Okay, now in Latin, acid means sour. So, like vinegar. Vinegar is an acid, okay? Now, if you smell vinegar, it doesn't really smell bad. In fact, some people like the smell of vinegar, but it's definitely strong smell, okay? Now, it's an adjective, so we usually use the word acrid to talk about a noun, okay? So here, if you have smell, you have to have an acrid smell. An acrid remark, okay? So with smell and remark, because they're countable, you're going to need an. Now, smoke is not countable, so you just say acrid smoke. I smell acrid smoke, okay? Acrid smoke filled the room, like this, okay? But if you use these 2, you'll need the word an, okay? An acrid smell, an acrid remark, okay? Now, what does an acrid remark mean? Okay, this is a remark that's going to be a little bit humorous, but also maybe a little bit mean. Okay, so it's going to be a sarcastic remark. Okay, so if you don't know the word sarcastic, you might want to look it up. An acrid remark is a sarcastic remark. Okay, it's a little bit funny, but a little bit mean also. Good. Okay, the second word is casualty. Casualty is going to mean someone who's hurt or killed. Okay. If an airplane hits a mountain, the newspaper maybe will say there are 500 casualties. Okay. Now that's going to be a little bit different than fatalities. I think we did the word fatal. Okay. So fatalities mean dead. Casualties is going to mean dead plus hurt. Okay. So if the airplane hits the mountain and there's 200 casualties, it might mean 150 are killed and 50 are injured or hurt. Okay, so these will be equals 200 casualties, 150 fatalities plus 50 hurt people. So these are all the casualties. Okay, often you'll see this: a casualty of war, or 500 casualties, IES, 500 casualties of war. Okay, a casualty of the typhoon. Okay, the typhoon, or hurricane, or cyclone, or tornado, or earthquake as well. Okay, so let's look at the sentence. There were over 200 casualties in last year's earthquake. Now, you can rewrite the sentence, and you say last year's earthquake had over 200 casualties. Okay, both ways are fine. Okay, so 200 casualties. Hurt people, or people who died. Okay? Fatalities. All right, the next word is congested. Congested means that something is blocked, okay? Or something is full of something, okay? So if I'm doing like this sound, I can say my lungs are congested, okay? There's some liquid in my lungs and it's making me not breathe properly. So we'll say it's congested. But we also do say congested roads and congested body parts. So with roads, you can say congested highway, congested freeway. Congested body parts, you'll say your lungs or your throat or even your nose. You'll say my nose is very congested. In this way, it means like your nose is running. Okay, good. So congested. Now the noun is congestion. Congestion. Okay, so we'll say this medicine fixes your lung congestion. Good. Next word is cope. Cope. Okay. Cope is a verb. It means managing or dealing with. Okay. But it's going to be a very negative thing. So you're coping. If you get fired, and then maybe your uncle phones you next week, and you say, "Oh, I heard you were fired. How are you doing?" You say, "Oh, uncle, I'm coping. I'm coping." It means you're managing the situation. It does not mean you're happy. You can still be sad, but you're dealing with it. You're doing your best, okay? You're not just at home on your sofa crying, "Oh, my job, my job." No, you're sad, but maybe you're going to be looking for a new job or doing your best, okay? So this is coping. Here's my sentence. Frank is coping with the death of his dog. Okay? This means that he's still sad, but he's managing. He's dealing with the death. Okay. Yeah. So here, coping with. Here, the death of this dog is kind of a big noun. Okay. So all of this is a noun phrase. Okay. So with the death of his dog, this is a noun. Okay. Now, if you do coping with and then you have a verb, you have to have ing. Okay. So Frank is coping with quitting smoking. Frank is coping with a verb with ing. Okay. Frank is coping with losing his grandmother. It means his grandmother died. Okay. But if you have a verb here, you need ing. Coping with losing. Coping with dying. Coping with quitting. Okay. Good. Headlong. Headlong means you're doing something that's probably a bad idea. Okay, you're doing something that's maybe too brave, or you're doing something that needed more thought. Okay, so if you hear someone in a burning building, the building's on fire, and you hear screaming, "Help me! Help me! Ah!" And then you run into the building. This is a dangerous situation. Probably your mom and dad will be angry if you do this, okay? But we'll say he ran headlong into the building. Okay? In this case, it means that you did it and you were brave, but maybe too brave, okay? So I wrote it. The hero rushed headlong into the burning building. Okay? So they didn't worry, will I hurt myself? Maybe I'll die. Should I do this? No. They saw the burning building, they heard the screaming, and the hero ran into the building. Okay? So it can be an adjective and an adverb. Okay? So a headlong dash, this one here, the blue purple one, a headlong dash, this is going to be an adjective. Okay? Describing the dash. A headlong run, a headlong jump. Okay? But here, the hero rushed headlong, it's an adverb. Okay? The hero ran headlong into the building. The hero dashed headlong into the building. So in this case, this is an adverb. Hurtle. Make sure the D sound. Hurtle. Okay, it's a verb. It just means going very, very fast. Okay. So the meteor out in space. Like, not a spelling mistake. I was going to do a different sentence. Okay. The meteor hurtled closer and closer to Earth. Okay. So the meteor hurtled closer and closer to Earth. It's just very fast, getting closer to Earth. Okay. So it means moving fast. Impede. Okay, impede or impediment. It means something is slowing you down. Okay, you know, if you're running in soccer and you're running after the ball, but then someone jumps on you, they are definitely impeding you. Okay, if they trip you and you have to jump over their leg, this is also impeding you. Now, you can also be impeded by other things. Okay, so for example, if you're very shy, we'll say her shyness is impeding her life. It probably means here that because somebody is so shy, they don't have as many friends as they like. Okay, so her shyness is impeding her life. It is an impediment. Impede, impediment. Okay, so an impediment. Similar words are an obstacle or a barrier. Okay, something stopping you, slowing you down. Okay, the poor road conditions impeded our drive. Okay, so maybe the road is bumpy, or maybe there's snow on the road, or there's ice on the road. All of these things mean that our drive is very slow. Okay, the next word is inevitable. Inevitable. It means it will happen. Nothing can stop it. Okay? If you're having a party, you're like, wow, this party is so fun. I don't want this party to stop. It will stop. Okay? The sun will come up. If you have a big party all night and you're dancing, the sun will come up. People will have jobs. They will have to go to school. The party will stop. Okay? So the end of the party is inevitable. It will stop. Okay. Now, me, look at all my white hair. I'm like, oh, I don't want to get old. I don't want to get old. It's inevitable. I will get old. Okay. One day I will be 80 years old, 90 years old. This is inevitable. Okay. I could die first, but even then, my body will be 80 years old, 90 years old in the future. Okay. So these are things that you cannot stop. Okay? They are unavoidable. So getting older is inevitable. Okay? Even babies, right now, babies are getting older. Okay? So for all of us, getting older is inevitable. Okay? Inevitable. Okay, next one is initiate. It means to start something. Okay? To start something. So we say maybe Apple phones have a problem. So they will want to investigate. So they will initiate an investigation. It means start, okay? Maybe NASA. NASA wants a new rocket. So they will initiate a competition. They'll say, please draw us a new rocket. The winner will get $1 million. So they initiated the competition. It means started it. Okay? Here, the murder initiated a 6-month search for the killer. Okay, so someone got murdered, someone got killed. And then the police looked for the bad guy for 6 months. 6 months, okay? So here, the murder initiated a 6-month search. Okay? So the police looked for 6 months. Really terrible. Okay? Hopefully they found the bad guy. Now, as a verb, that means start. Initiate has another meaning, another verb meaning, okay? And this means that you have a group or an organization and you're bringing people into the group, okay? People are like, please let us in your group. Your group is so fun. And then you come into the group, okay? So we initiated 20 new members into our club. Okay, so maybe there's a university club and they will initiate people into it, okay? They will have initiation. So many universities, if you want to join a club, you have to join them usually in September, the first week or two in September. Okay, that's in Canada or America. So they will have initiation in September. Now, other types of initiation, there can be army initiations or work initiations. And this is when people are going to come into the group, okay? So when you join the army, the first 2 months may be very terrible. They'll make you do push-ups, hundreds every day. And you have to wake up, not at 6 a.m., not at 5 a.m. You have to wake up at 4 a.m. every day and go running through the forest. I don't know if I can continue in the army. Because their initiation is really difficult, okay? But if you are successful the first month, the second month, the third month, then you're in the army, okay? So work can have initiations as well too, okay? So this is like the start of your work, start of the army, okay? Start of the club. This is the initiation, okay? Some clubs, they'll say you have to do something, okay? You have to get a tattoo. Neck tattoo or something like that. This will be for your initiation. Okay. Irate. Irate means angry or furious. Okay, that's all. People were irate at the new tax. No new taxes. No new taxes. No taxes. They are irate. Okay. We have to say at something. You know, people were irate at the president. Workers were irate at the new boss. Maybe you can wear anything you want, go to work. Then the new boss comes and he goes, no, you must wear a tie and a nice jacket or a really fancy dress. And people are like, no, I don't like it. I'm irate at the new boss, okay? So people were irate. People are irate at. Remember the at, okay? Lax, okay? Lax, we usually use this for rules or laws, okay? Or regulations. You can look up the word regulations, okay? Lax just means that the rules are not very strong, okay? Lax regulations. This just means that they are not very tough. Not very strict, okay? So the opposite here is usually strict. Or another word coming up, okay? The opposite, okay? So lax just means like, oh, whatever. Maybe my school has a rule, no hats, okay? But I'm a cool teacher. I don't care. Students wear a hat. It's okay. I'm not going to be angry at the teachers. You can say Daryl is very lax, okay? Or Daryl's rules are very lax. Both are okay. The rules were very lax. The regulations were very lax. Or the regulations are very relaxed. Or are very lax. Okay. Yeah, laxes have another meaning. It just means loose. Loose. L-O-O-S-E. Okay. So here, the seatbelt was very lax. I just copied the rules. Okay, but seatbelts here, it means just very loose, okay? Which is not a safe seatbelt, okay? The seatbelt was very lax, okay? Your shoelace can be lax as well, okay? But we usually use this one, okay? With shoelaces and seatbelts, we usually use the word loose. But lax is a good word too. Negligent, okay? Negligent means that you are someone who's negligent, they don't really care about the rules very much. Or like if I say to you, watch my dog. Watch my dog. But then you play games on your phone, and my dog goes away in the park, and my dog is gone forever. I will be angry. Okay? I'll say, why? Why are you so negligent? It means you should have been more careful, but you weren't. Okay? So you're very negligent. Okay? If a babysitter watches my children, and then my children are like juggling knives, and cut, and they have to go to the hospital, I will be very angry with that babysitter. Okay? And I will say, your negligence, because of your negligence, my son has a big cut on his face. Negligence. Okay? Don't be negligent. Now, Sheila was negligent in watching the little boy. Sheila. Okay? Now, because we have in here, which is a preposition, you have to have ing. You have to make the verb into a noun with ing. Okay? So negligent in watching. Negligent in caring for. Negligent in watering the plants. Okay? If you're negligent in watering the plants, it probably means you didn't water the plants. And the plants died. Okay? Don't be negligent. Do your job. Okay? Okay, negligence, also a noun. Her negligence was shocking. Okay? So maybe the police go to a house, and there's a little baby there, and the baby's dirty and hungry and unhealthy, and nobody brushed the baby's teeth in 3 days. And we'll say, oh, that parent, her negligence was shocking. Okay, so uncaring, so uncareful, okay? Careless. Okay, smolder. Smolder is what a fire does. It means it's burning, but usually burning really slowly and small. Okay, so maybe there's a fire in the forest, and the police come and use the water and stop the fire. Okay, but under the ground, the fire is still smoking, and then like 4 days later, the ground will be drier, and then the smoke will start again. We'll say the fire was smoldering for 1 week. Okay. The fire smoldered slowly in the fireplace. Okay? Now, in this situation, probably the fire is slowly dying. Now, if you don't want the fire to die, you have to add wood. Okay? And then there'll be like flames and stuff like that. Okay? But smoldering, kind of like dark orange or red colors. Okay? But no big flame. So, okay. Now, smolder can have another meaning, and it just means like some deep emotion that's in your heart, okay? The love smoldered or something like that, okay? His love of poetry smoldered all his life. Okay, but you can also change this and say a girl. His love of the next door neighbor, okay, a boy or girl, smoldered all his life, all her life, okay? Smoldered, so it's like burning slowly in your heart. Good, 2 more words. Stringent. Okay, the easiest way to explain this to you is it's the opposite of lax. Okay, lax. Okay, opposite of lax is stringent, and the opposite of stringent is lax. Okay, so this word means lenient, and stringent would mean like tough or strict. Strict. Okay, stringent rules, stringent regulations, stringent laws. Okay. The rules on imported food are very stringent. Okay? So maybe if we were talking about Australia, the rules on imported food are very stringent. It means you're not going to bring food into Australia. Okay? If you're in Korea and you want to bring kimchi to Australia, at the airport they're going to be angry with you. Okay? Why? The rules are stringent. If I'm a stringent teacher, you can't wear that hat, okay? Now, throng is a big group, okay? A group of people. A throng of students. A throng of shoppers, okay? This one has to be plural, Now, you don't always need the S. If you say a throng of women, okay, women is plural, many women, okay? So you don't need the S there for women. But it's going to be like a group of people. And it's going to be a lot of people, and they're going to be tight, okay? Yeah, so here. Young girls thronged the movie star. Oh, that's a verb meaning, okay? So young girls thronged the movie star. Shoppers thronged the front of the store before the sale. Okay? So shoppers just all grouped together near the door. Okay? All of these are good words. Okay? I really like the words this chapter. Okay? I love the word inevitable. Good. Part 3. Okay, a new part. I'm gonna give you like a quiz, and you can write down the words I'm talking about. Okay. So if you want a piece of paper, there you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. Write that down on a piece of paper. I will put the answers for this down in the comment box. Okay. But I will try to hide it so you can check your answers. Okay. But don't cheat. Okay. So word number 1. Okay. I'm going to say to start with. Okay. That's my hint. I'm going to say to start with. To start something. Start a program. Start a competition. Okay. In chapter 8's vocabulary, which word means to start? Number 2. To deal with. To deal with. Okay. Deal with a problem. Deal with a death. Okay. Number 3. Careless. Careless. By the way, before this quiz starts, you might want to review. Okay. I'm not going to go so slow. So you really have to know these words. Number 3. Careless. Okay. So which vocabulary word means careless? Number 4. Burn slowly. Starts with an S. Okay, we just talked about it 2 words ago. Or 3. To burn slowly. 3 words ago. Yeah. Number 5. Number 5. Crowded. Very crowded. Crowded. Or it can mean crowd. Okay? Shoppers crowded the front of the store. Number 6. Move quickly. Move quickly. The soccer player moved quickly across the field. Now, we have a better word for that, okay? Number 7. Injured or killed people. Okay, it starts with the letter C. One of these is a C, okay? Injured or killed people. Number 8. Gathered tightly. Number 5 and number 8 are similar. Be careful. Okay, number 8 is the verb. Number 5 is the adjective. That's number 5. I should be more clear. So number 5, number 8, tightly together. Number 9, smell strongly. Yes, it's the first word, okay? To smell strongly. Number 10, to slow something down. Make something go slower. Okay? To block something. Okay? Number 11. To be angry or furious. Angry, furious. Number 12. To move without thinking first. To run without thinking first. To go quickly without thinking first. Okay? You're not worried about your safety. You just do it. Number 13. 3 more. Number 13. Lenient. Lenient. Loose with the rules. loose with the rules. Number 14, strict, tough with the rules. Okay, there's the opposites. So 13 is lenient, 14 is strict. Okay, and last word. Okay, definitely happening. Something that's definitely going to happen. You cannot avoid it. Okay. Okay. If you need any help with these words, let me know. Prepare for your test. Okay. I hope this quiz helped you. Bye bye. Bye bye.